This is The Road to Tokyo, which is a mobile narrative about the young athletes who are either qualified or about to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics from the United States. It starts out with the homepage, which is a sunrise over the city of Tokyo to signify the end of COVID, the beginning of a new era, and these are highlighting young people, especially at this time that we're moving away from a global pandemic. So on this homepage, you first click Meet the Athletes at the bottom, this call to action button, and that brings you to the Meet the Athletes page. This page has the Olympic torch coming up from the bottom, with the orange yellow. The orange yellow color is consistent throughout the whole page. That's the same color of the fire from the torch. You can then go and see each one of the athletes individually. If you don't know their names, you can see by the sport, which is the icon next to them. So we're going to first start out with Sydney, and we click on Sydney's name. That brings you to her page. Her page has the red in the background, which is the same red as the Olympic rings. Just the opacity is different so that it's not as bright on the page. It's not screaming at you. Her name is bolded with Sydney to make it a little bit more informal. There's a little bit of a paragraph that talks about her and her success and why she's someone that was chosen to highlight. At the bottom, you can see this arrow button. This arrow button, when you click it, brings you to a page that talks about more about Sydney. You also can go back up. So let's go back down. And when you're here, you can see this video. Because Adobe doesn't allow you to embed videos, when you click on it, it opens a mock video player. This won't actually play the video, but it overlays it on top. So we just click again to go back. You can see the stats. She's 21, her hometown, her college, and her previous Olympics that she has appeared in. Next, you can see the next appearance, which is Friday, June 25th, and you can say add Sydney to your like athletes. You just click inside this box and the little check mark shows up. The next thing we're going to do is go to the next athlete, which is Carson, and if you click on this yellow arrow, the reason it's yellow is because Carson's color is yellow at the bottom, behind him. Again, it follows the same structure with the name and the two paragraphs to show a little bit about him and why he's interesting. Again, there's this button down to the bottom. This opens a player. You can see the next time he's playing. You can add him or not add him. And if you wanted to go back to Sydney, maybe you missed something, you can click on that arrow, and that will bring you back to her page. Now, if we want to go from Sydney, but we want to skip over Carson, in this corner, there's the hamburger menu. So you use that hamburger menu and you can go down to Morgan. You just click on her name here. Morgan brings you up. Again, this is a familiar page. It's the consistency throughout. Morgan's color is green from the Olympic rings. You can click on the bottom and you can see she's not competed in any previous Olympics. You can add her. And which shows up that check mark. This is a video player again, and you can move over to Tom. Tom again is the same situation, and as we go down, we can see about him. He's already qualified for the Olympics. Let's go back up and go to the hamburger menu. And if you wanted to click on the hamburger menu again, it brings you back to the same page that you were on. And let's go to Age's page, and again, it's a similar structure. There's consistency throughout the entire mobile narrative. And then finally, we're seeing that we're on the last page here. She's the last athlete that was highlighted. You can click on Tokyo 2021. When you click here, it brings you to this final page. This is the ending page. It has a nighttime picture of Tokyo with two little tidbits of information. The first is Friday, July 23rd through Sunday, August 8th, of the dates of the Olympics. And next, more information on teamusa.com, which is where you can go to access more, to learn more about these athletes. And the final idea behind this page was to include a nighttime picture. You start with a sunrise and you end with nighttime over Tokyo, kind of showing you from the beginning all the way to the end of the app. And the final thing is you can access any of these pages from this hamburger menu, so you can go right from the end back to the beginning. Thank you.